I really thought I would never finish this. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is the day for the completed pages. I actually colored quite a lot of pages this month. I also got a few new books, but I also messed up a little bit of my pages. So let's get started. So the first page that I colored is in Small Victories. And I finished this one. This was a whip for a very long time, I think, since I actually got the book. And I just never knew how to finish it. But I kind of messed up on this kind of butterfly, unfortunately. I wanted to outline it, but it just looked weird. And then I tried to actually go over the black lines again to make them visible again, but it's too strong compared to the other one, I feel. So yeah, it looks a little bit weird, but I also added some glitter onto the wings. It's still more of a fall page, but yeah, I am very glad that I actually finished this page. So that's for Small Victories. Then the next book is My Own Christmas Cats. Here, unfortunately, I also messed up a little bit the page. I colored a double spread page, and it's this one. I actually started with this little cat, and I didn't like the color palette. I do a lot of these kind of Christmas colors like red, green, and gold, and I felt it's a little bit too boring, and I wanted to try something else, and so I did the polar bears different, but now I feel like the page doesn't really match at all. And also I colored everything with gel pens just because I wanted something relaxing where I don't have to think about shading or anything. It was just something small and simple, but I'm not really happy with the result, I have to be honest. So it has a lot of also glittery gel pen, but the gel pen kind of died on me as well. So yeah, unfortunately that's a little bit of a fail, but okay. The next one that I have is In Winter Wonder by R.J. Hampson. I wanted to have an R.J. Hampson book for a long time, but I absolutely hate Amazon paper, to be honest. And then I heard about this hardcover book version, and I didn't know that this is also Amazon printed, and that every country prints their own version. And then I bought it in a bookstore, so they probably bought it from Amazon and then put double the price on it and sold it. So I wasn't really aware of that. And the problem that I have is this paper. It's like, it has a, I don't know, I think it's not really visible, but it has like a very shiny kind of texture to it, always like a receipt paper, you know what I mean, like some kind of plasticky. So it's very hard to color on this paper with colored pencil. And I think it's awesome for markers, maybe also if you use alcohol markers, but I don't own alcohol markers. I can't color with alcohol markers. I bought alcohol markers once, and that was already, I think, 10 years ago or something. And I had a very, very severe asthma attack that sent me to the hospital because I breathed in these weird kind of fumes that came from these alcohol markers. So I was a little bit annoyed. So I really, really wanted to color in this book, but the problem that I had was that I only have these kind of Staedtler pigment brush markers, but they are like you can see, very vibrant. They don't have a lot of these kind of pastel colors that you would need to color some kind of winter pages. So I then had to go to the store, and I got these little children markers that were a little bit of a lighter color, so I could color in it. And I colored this one here. I think with a marker as a base, like these little children markers as a base, it's doable, but yeah, where the pencil was, it was really hard. So yeah, maybe not my best, but of course I just had these children markers and then needed to go over with pencils. Anyhow, I still kind of like this image, except for this kakadu, because I didn't realize when I colored it that's a kakadu, and I first colored this one green and then later the leaves, and then I noticed that it kind of disappears in the kind of green leaves. Yeah, so I wish I would actually would have colored it white, like a kakadu, or like kind of like a beige color, like this kind of shirt or something. I think that would also look better in the image. But then I thought, whatever, I'm not gonna paint over it now because I was done. I then also added some kind of golden watercolor to it. Yeah, oh, and I also added in these little red berries because I just thought it would look it more Christmassy. Yeah, that's what I colored in Winter Wonder by R.J. Hampson. Then another book in which I haven't colored before is Merry Christmas by Hannah Carlson. And I started this one, and I don't know. I don't have any of her books like after The Witch's Cottage. And I feel like they changed the paper, to be honest, because this paper is a little bit thinner, and I had a lot of struggle actually to kind of blend the pencil. And I did one this one where I don't know, I feel like also it looks a little bit horrible because I used marker as a base because I felt like the pencil would also not really work on this paper as well as on the other Hannah Carlson paper. Yeah, so I don't know, I'm not really so happy with that one. But I also did another one. This one, which I like better. Yeah, the background is done with acrylic marker, and then I took way more time to actually try to blend the birds. Yeah, I don't know. I love the illustrations in this book, but the paper is kind of weird. Also, I started one here on the other side, and I didn't even use water. Like I just used acrylic marker for the background, and the paper is so wobbly. I don't know. And now I'm afraid because I want to add glitter to the other page that I won't be able to color that. So now I'm thinking maybe I should also try to tackle this double spread page for December, but I also started the one on the other page, so it's a lot to do. I don't know. I think the illustrations are super beautiful, but the paper, I don't know. I'm not so fond of it, to be honest. I feel like it's a different one from her older books. This one is also a new book in my collection, which is super cute. I wanted to have a Camilla book for a very long time, but I could never decide which one I wanted to get, so I was super happy that she brought out this cat one. The only thing that I don't really... This one I love so much. I wish this would be me when I was old. What I just don't like too much about it is like these weird little things in the background. I feel like I wish they would rather not be there, like this page, for example, than these weird things in the background. I totally love the illustrations of the cats, but I colored this one and I didn't really know what to do with these objects. And yeah, the background is also really bad. I first thought I don't do a background at all, but then it just looked so empty, and also these weird objects kind of like bothered me, and thought, oh, maybe I should color them. So yeah, the background was intense, but it would not really blend. I think also because I only have a very small water brush and the page is quite big. So I'm not so happy with the background, but I'm very happy with the cat. It was, again, colored after my own cat. And I don't know, he has this weird kind of expression on his face a lot, and like a kind of annoyed expression. So, yeah. And he was colored in the different drawings. So yeah, I like the cat, but I really dislike the background that I did. So I think next time I better leave the background white. Then another one that I colored is in fairy tale and folklore. Oh my god, what is on my book here? Some marker, I guess. I colored this one. I thought it was kind of cozy, still a little bit autumnal, but also wintry. But I don't know, I'm not so sure about the patterns. I actually wanted to give the fox in this kind of, I don't know, center or whatever he's called, like this kind of Norwegian sweater pattern, but I feel it looks more like 4th of July. I think I don't have the right colors for the Norwegian sweater because I think the red and the blue is a little bit darker, not so bright. So I don't really know. It looks a little bit much 4th of July to me, I feel, unfortunately. And also, I made a mistake here. I think the light source should have been more up here as well. But yeah, the background is done with acrylic marker, and then I based most of it with the Staedtler pigment brush, and Slow Fox was done with the Derwent drawings, and then I added some glitter on the lantern and on the background as well. Yeah, that's it for fairy tale and folklore. The next one that I did is in magical worlds, and I'm surprised because I actually didn't like this book a lot when I got it last year. I think around this time, I think last year November it came out. So, but I'm very surprised that I already colored the 4th page in this book. I already started this page in July when I had my coloring block and I abandoned everything that I colored. So it's this one. And in July, I already colored like the hills and stuff. And then I thought, it's actually stupid that I did that because I think that would have also looked really great as a Christmas one. And then I thought to myself, whatever, this is called Magical World, so why couldn't it be Christmas and spring or summer at the same time? So that's why I came up with this actually more unusual color combination for myself. And this was colored mostly with the 12er set of the Holbein pastel colors and a little bit of polychromos mixed in for the shadows and this little cookie houses. So yeah, I actually really like it. And then I also put in some silver gel pen. So this is actually my second favorite of the month. And my favorite for the month is this one. Like I said, I really thought I would never finish this. I think this took me now about 8 weeks to finish. And it's a double spread page. Completed this one. And what I wanted to achieve here is like that this side is still on the fall side, and then it kind of transitions over to the wintry side with these kind of I don't know, herons or whatever they call it. They kind of have the key to the winter kind of vibe. So that was kind of the idea that I wanted to achieve in this on this double spread page. And I have to say, I'm very proud of this one because it took me honestly forever. I really thought I never get it finished, and it was a lot of work to be honest. Yeah, I put in some glitter here and there, and the background is Neocolors too. And this girl and everything here is polychromos pencils. Also the hair and these little herons or birds, I don't know. They are done with gouache, because what I didn't like, you can still see it a little bit on their bodies. There was this weird kind of pattern again inside of them, like this kind of centangle pattern, and I really don't like that. So, and I didn't want to do the birds dark because I wanted to make them like snowbirds. So I had to go over it with gouache. It didn't really cover it up 100%, and I'm not really good at blending with gouache, so I tried to go over it a little bit with pencils. But overall, yeah, I'm really happy how that turned out. So these birds are gouache, and everything here is done with colored pencils. Yeah, so this is my favorite. I think this is also my favorite for the year, because I don't know if I will achieve anything better in December. I really doubt it. So yeah, that was everything that I colored this month, or that I completed this month. I hope you really liked it. If you like it, then please leave a like, a comment, tell me which was your favorite page, and until the next time, bye bye.